Hey guys, it's Sarah with Straight Up Homeschool Learning Styles. If you do not know your child's learning style, please find out now. If you stop and think about how they learn in your experience teaching, you probably already kind of know. They could be auditory, visual, or kinesthetic. Those are the three types: audio, visual, kinesthetic. And the first two are kind of self-explanatory. Kinesthetic means hands-on. I call it movers and shakers. And my youngest son is a kinesthetic learner. It is not how I naturally teach. And sometimes I can kind of find kinesthetic learning a little bit disrespectful. It's not the proper, like, I am sitting here and I'm ready to learn and I am quiet and not moving at all, like that. It doesn't mean that they're going to be disrespectful. It's just how their brain works. It's very active and just they're moving and touching things and holding on to things as they're learning. As I'm teaching, he's not sitting perfectly still, he's moving. And so I have to keep those things in mind. And I look back and think, oh man, anytime that we were like struggling or like having some friction in our teaching and our education, he was just kind of sitting there, not doing anything, and it just starts to spiral really, really quickly. And we're homeschooling, we're doing this every day, and we are gonna have fun. We are gonna have fun. So anyways, little intense. Okay, but we are together each day and I want to make the most of it. I want to help my kids learn as much as they can, as effectively as I can teach them, so that they can serve others, so that they can be successful in life and have a family, and just it trickles on down. So I'm going to go over a few things with you, including the things that he played with this week while he learned, and I started keeping track and I was shocked. So I'm going to go over that with you too, and I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. So one of my goals this year is really being aware of learning styles and embracing the kinesthetic learning style. It is not my preferred teaching method. I do find it a little bit distracting sometimes, but I also realize how much my son thrives when he's playing with things and when he's active, and how easy it is for him to learn. And so I'm trying to be more flexible. I look back on our past teaching experiences. I'm like, ooh, I could have done better. And so that's what I'm hoping to pass on to you. I'm like, please learn from my mistakes. Being a kinesthetic learner doesn't mean that you can never sit still. We do take our kids into church with us and we expect them to sit still for the most part. I mean, everybody's going to have a few wiggles, and it doesn't mean that they cannot ever sit still. There is a time and place to be sitting still and to be super duper respectful and focused. But when we are learning in our home and our homeschool, I am totally and completely fine with moving around, playing with toys, as long as you are understanding the information and hearing it. And I'll spot check, y'all. I'll spot check, because I'm like, there's no way that they are paying attention right now. So I'll be like, hey, what was I just saying? And they're like, oh, it was this. I'm like, okay, like we are listening. It just doesn't always seem like that, or the learning doesn't match my expectations of what learning would look like. So sometimes I have to move past my own expectations of what I think learning should be or look like. I couldn't believe how many things my kinesthetic learner had played with and manipulated while he was learning. And it's really just a great reminder for me, like, this is how he best learns. This is what works for him. And when it's working for him, it's working for all of us, because I don't want to get burnt out and frustrated. Sometimes attitude, it is inevitable. Everybody gets frustrated learning things. Some things are just easier to learn than others, regardless of your learning style. And, things come naturally to us, or certain subjects do, and others we struggle with. But I want to try to keep the mood positive as much as I can and help my kids as much as I can in their preferred learning style, or try different techniques or tools, whatever. We're going to keep trying. We're going to keep trying. So anyways, if you have a kinesthetic learner and like a tool or a tip, that a toy that works well for you guys, please put it in the comments. I want this to be a community where everybody can come together and support each other in a healthy environment, in a supportive environment. And yeah, I hope this helps. I have a kinesthetic learner and I need to support him. And I just encourage you to do the same for yours. All right, I'll see you guys soon.